Oh my gosh. Listen to the, like, all the banter going on between the troops. They're getting ready to defend the breach ahead. You see, hello everyone, this is Ellington, and welcome back to Total War Rome 2. And we have got ourselves a massive 4 versus 4 on the settlement of Cath. You may recognize this from one of our recent videos, just from, I think it was last week. That I can't remember if that was on Cath or Antioch. They're pretty much just carbon copy settlements. So you can see we have kind of started a little trimmed off here. There was really no fight going on over here. You know, the attackers are basically already in without a fight, so I didn't really feel like it was worth showing. So, but real quick, let's go over who is who. So first off, we have got Tylus here being commanded by Billy Blazes. We've got Misacely being commanded by Mexi. Seleucid being commanded by Armored Scarab. And finally, Egypt being commanded by Axe-Minister. Now, for the defenders, we've got Nabatea being commanded by Saturate. Kush being commanded by Dave the Vassal. You guys might recognize him from the battle we did last week together. Well, part of the battle we did together. Lusitani being commanded by myself. And finally, Arverni being commanded by Not So Royal. So yes, after so long, I am playing my favorite faction, Lusitani. It was, we didn't do any picker bands. We didn't do any wheels of faction wheels or anything. We just pick your faction and go. And I hadn't played Lusitani in forever, and I picked Lusitani. And as you can see, all of my forces are all the way over here. And there's one key reason that all of my forces are all the way over here. And that is, Misacely does not get archers. Tylus does not get archers. And all the archers for the enemy team are all over on this side, looking like they are going to try to push this corner here. You can see we've got Egyptian Galatian swords and some Eastern spears from Seleucid. And so I kept all my stuff as far away from that as I possibly could. We also did something a little bit different. So I brought a wall artillery. Wow, can't talk. But the rest of my teammates, we have an African Scorpion. Nabatea brought one as well here. Eastern Scorpion. And then I believe Arverni also brought... maybe not. I thought Arverni brought a... Yeah, he did. Oh, there it is. A Celtic, I believe. That's a Celtic Scorpion. So my 3 teammates brought Scorpions. Now the attackers, I believe only one person brought an artillery. That is Tylus here. Seleucid in Egypt, surprisingly, did not bring any. But you can see, look at this, Seleucid and Egypt pushing down this avenue. Not a bad idea, because what's going to happen as Tylus tries to come in here, they would have gotten sandwiched. So by the Seleucid and Egypt units coming over here, they should be able to kind of keep a little bit of a box open. It looks like Egypt going column so he can throw his javies. Good move. They definitely want to get something over here, though, because otherwise they're going to get right around and hit the back of the Eastern spears. There we go. Nabatean Axe Warriors. So the main defense so far is Kushite Slave Infantry and Nabatean Axe Warriors and Kushite Slave Infantry. You can see coming up behind, we've got more Kushite slaves. The thing about this is, Kushite slaves, they can get in and engage using their javies as much as they want, because, once again, Tylus and Misacely have no archers to do anything about it. See, I'm actually bringing up an Iberian sword forwards in column. So my decision is I'm going to put them up on the wall, allowing them to throw down into the breach. Also have Kushite archers up here, getting some shots off over at the Galatians. Orculation Swords moving forward. Nothing as of yet pushing this, which is probably a good thing because Nabatea is sitting here waiting for it to happen. You could definitely get range from this little spot over here, and it's just pretty dirty. It gets in some really, really good back shots. Nabatea Axe Warrior has already 77 kills. Now I am getting my Iberian swords off of the wall, and the reason I'm doing that is because archer, archer, archer. Lots and lots of archers now adjusting over to this side, and I'm not a fan of that. You can see I am getting the hell out of there. Get your men out of there! Now, unfortunately, I did not get out. Maybe, okay, I do get out of this one pretty much untouched, which is good. I noticed that in time to leave. The thing with Lusitani is, for those of you that are either newer to the game or maybe just newer to Lusitani, is they have very, 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 very low armor, and so they really don't like archers. Now, if you can get into combats, into melee combats, just in a one-on-one, their infantry is fantastic. It's some of the best in the game. But if there's archer support or Javi support, you're going to get ripped up. Now, Egypt here is using his javelins. He doesn't need to go column because the Kushite slave infantry is exposed right down the side here. So they got some good volleys there. Over here, brought one of my Balearic, or I think Iberian Slinger up here to basically chase away the archers. Once again, you can see nothing really happening over here. A lot of our Verni over here as well. The issue is with where they are attacking, kind of through this and through this. There's nowhere for, like, my troops or our Verni's troops or anything like that. There's nowhere for us to get, into this combat because Nabatea and Kush are already engaging pretty much everything. So that's kind of our issue here. Is two of our factions are playing a backseat role because really there's nowhere to put their units. Armored Desert Hoplites coming in. The Kushite Slave Infantry, how they doing? 92 kills and 69 so far. This one's still pretty healthy, 109 men left in it. Tribal Warriors coming in now, though. That's going to be the biggest issue. Put the Iberian swords up on the wall, basically just because this Tribal Warrior on the tower was threatening a land somewhere along this wall. I think mostly due to the fact that I originally had my Iberian Slingers up there. He was just threatening it to basically make me run away, so. Look at the Javi tosses coming in from Kush here. Dave doing a really good job getting a nice shot right over into the Tribal Warriors. And then Armored Showtail's moving up. They will be able to have some fun there against the Tribals. Now, Mexi here made a big boo-boo, and I've done it before. Cavalry, he accidentally dismounted his general here. And we tried so hard. So I noticed it, and I put my Iberian swords on fire at will, and they immediately threw all of their javelins at the tower instead of the general. I was like, no! And I had tried so hard to get my Iberian Slingers up there to Javi, or to sling him down, and it didn't happen, but whatever. Nabatean Heavy Archers, 106 kills. I think that right now they have no plans attacking this. They really are putting all their pressure down this lane and through this large breach. Armored Showtail's actually getting out of combat. Probably due to the archers focusing them. That would be my guess. Now, Seleucid actually didn't bring all Syrians. He actually has a Persian light archer here. 10 armor, so they're pretty vulnerable to my slingers. The Cretan archers are really dangerous, and then the Egypt here brought a carrying axeman general. Silver shield, look at that. 3 silver shield swordsmen, bunch of thorax. Now, Tylus's artillery, I believe, has not done anything. I don't think it's fired a shot yet. But you can see a lot of Masacely and Tylus assisting in the push to the left here. For some reason, they really did not feel like trying to take the fight over to our left. But I guess what do you do, right? The armored Chotels actually went back in, 62 kills. Slingers, I think my slingers were getting shot, and that's why I was like, get the hell out of here. Iberian swords getting off the walls too. Oh, and then this, God, I hate this. I had given the command for my unit to run, like, way beforehand, and this Iberian sword did not run away, and lost, like, 30 men in that drop there. I was so pissed off. The pathing sometimes, man, is just god-awful. Tribals here, 52 kills, 90 left. Oh, actually, Nabatea pushing forwards here. Look at this. Nabatean swordsman, and then Nabatean swordsman up on the wall as well. So pushing forward to try and eliminate these Eastern spearmen. And he's also going to recapture the corner tower there. That's actually really, really useful. Very nice. Very, very nice. But yeah, guys, if you are new to the channel, don't forget, go hit that subscribe button. We, 2 to 3 videos out every week. And we've got a massive Total War community on the Dragon Core Discord now. I think we're up to like 720 people on the Discord now. So if you are interested in getting involved in the battles or getting in on the streams, the hot seat, stuff like that, make sure you get in the Discord. It is linked in the description. And also, if you want to support the channel in a more of a fashion, we do have memberships. So if you hit the join button on the YouTube page, or if you go look in the description, there is also a Patreon link. I would love to have you guys aboard. It does get you early access to videos. That means a video comes out on the night before it comes out for everyone else. And I don't turn on the ads for it, so that means that when you watch it, you get to watch it without any ads, which is really, really nice. Now you can see over here, got Nabatean swords holding down Masacely's unit. Now the problem we've got though is that he's pushed so far into it, Masacely's unit was being held in the breach. So I told him to pull that unit back a little bit, thus allowing my Iberian sword a really nice sword side shot with my javelins. 24 kills now on the Iberian swords. And then not only that, getting javies from the other side as well, the Kushite slave infantry, I think it was. Lots of javelins coming in. Desert Legionaries, 25 kills. Veteran Shield Warrior moving up now. Look at that, 45. Then the Kushite slave infantry now throwing theirs. Now, what we have an issue with now here is we have lost this breach, and that means that our next line of defense so far is going to be here. We got the Armored Desert Hoplites going to charge in against the Desert Legionaries here. Let's see if we can get another. Come on, throw those javies. There we go. That was a cool pick. And then a reverse jabbing from the Kushite slave infantry into the heavy Numidian skirmishers. Heavy Numidian skirmishers. Lost about 10 men, not too shabby. Those skirmishers are very, very good. Iberian Sword are at 78 kills now.
Get running! Move out!
I believe, so I had a veteran shield warrior up on this wall. Once again, just in case they land here. But I'd rather use these javelins on these guys, so I'm going to take the out-of-ammo Iberian Sword, put it on the wall to guard that. So then my veteran shield warriors can, use their javelins on the ground if they can on those angles like you saw before, or like this one here for the Iberian Swordsman. Because then I'm getting a much better value out of that unit. I'm getting the kills from the javelins, and then going in and getting the kills in the melee combat. So just getting a much better value out of the unit. If you have javies, try to use them before you throw the unit away. If you can use the javelins, it just really increases the worth of that unit. Even a Kushite slave, if you get good angles with it with javelins, they can get some pretty good kills out of it. And then, just for such a cheap unit. So the Kushite slave broken. The Armored Desert Hoplites are going to go back into combat. They actually have a 30 charge bonus, which I think is just personally nuts. Our Verni Gallic Hunter is getting nice shots right over the building here. I think I heard artillery firing now. Maybe it's not anymore, but I thought it was. Maybe it shot a shot or something. Look at the Armored Hotel. 135 and 121 kills now. Ooh. Trying to get into this section here. Saw the Gallic Hunters got out. I think they were actually in range of the Cretans. Getting shot up until Arverni got out of there before he lost too much. Now here we go. This is a big, big issue for me. Although at the moment they aren't shooting me, but you can see 3 archers over here. They're actually shooting over at Nabatia's Eastern Scorpion. I'm going to try and get a slinger up there. Maybe once again we can chase off these archers. Get a over the wall view here. Get on the wall! Shoot at them! Chase them off!
Let's go!
But the risky part about this is if I don't get set up quick enough, they may get some volleys off on me and really, really hurt those slingers. Then the artillery, I think he was going after Dave's artillery here, or the Scorpion, the African Scorpion sitting here. So Dave's going to dismount it and run away. How are the Armored Desert Hoplites? 67 kills. Here we go. This is what I was talking about earlier. You could see the archers, setting up and shooting right onto the side of that wall. Really getting some good volleys here. Iberian Slingers down to 74 men. 77 now on the Armored Desert Hoplites. Oh, God. Now look at what this Nabatean Heavy Archer did. 246 kills while it was sitting next to that breach. Once again, Nabatea taking a unit out through here. He's got a thorax in the way, though. I think he was trying to go, maybe try to chase off the tribal slingers, but gonna get caught by the thorax sword from the corner. It's got a bunch of Nabatean swords over here. A bunch of his archers as well. A stout defense in the center. Really, at the moment, the key to the defense hinges on here and here at the moment. Armored Desert Hoplites came out of combat, 85 kills. Nabatean Sword, 72 kills. Celtic Warriors doing pretty well. Now down the alleyway, we've got Tylus in Egypt. Egypt leading off with Galatian swords, being defended by Kushite slave infantry, and now a countercharge by the armored desert hoplite. But the mighty tribal warriors are on their way. This one is no kills, but has lost some men. Galatian sword, 53 kills. Armored Desert Hoplite, 34 kills. Now what the Armored Desert Hoplite needs is a cycle from something else. Although it could, nah, it doesn't want to do that. I was going to say it could charge into the tribal. Well, now it should charge. But while the tribal was back here, it should not have charged because it would have left open the flank for the... So if the tribal sets up here, the armored comes here, and then that unit comes into the side and would have been very, very bad. So good job not running into that trap. It's a trap! Armored Desert Hoplite, 109 kills now, doing pretty well there. Look at the Celtic Warrior, 94 kills. Very, very well done. But now Iberian Swordsman moving up. Once again, trying to get that column formation in so that I can throw into the flank of the enemy units, thus trying to avoid hitting the allies. Already coming in. Looks like going for the center, maybe trying to get into this, I'm not sure. Now in the alleyway, we've got the same kind of setup, but the defenders here, so I believe this is Dave and Saturate, are setting up their kill box with us saying, hey, you want it? Come on in, come and get it. Over here, the Armored Desert Hoplite, 158 kills, running out of men, he's wavering. Celtics, 103 kills. Getting some good jabby tosses before they charge in. I was having lots of issues getting this unit to throw his javelins. I think I was just out of range. I don't know, it was really weird. Then the carrying axeman behind throwing javies over at me. That was painful. Getting some decent shots here. I asked Royal, I was like, hey, can you scoot the Celtic over a little bit? You know, thus giving me a clearer shot into the tribal there. And he was able to, look, see, there you go. So now I can throw right into the flank there. But now we've got reinforcements coming, so little bit of a problem there. And then the other issue we've got, once again, them pesky archers coming over and ruining my day. All I'm doing is having some fun, throwing some javies, and they come over and blast me, and I had to get the hell out of there. 85 men left. 84. Trying to get the slinger on the wall once again, see if I can chase him off. The far side here, Saturate actually, you know, still fighting on with a Nabatean swordsman. 63 men with 60 kills. You can see the missiles flying overhead. But then you can see the responding fire coming from the Nabatean heavy archers on either side. Now he's bringing another archer over here to assist as well. Now we have lost a little bit of ground here. Our defense was here, but you can see we're kind of in this odd spot because we had a kill box there, but then the units came in from that side. So getting a little messy over here. Desert Cohort going, attacking Testudo. Iberian Sword moving up. Basically moving forward, getting ready to go. Well, maybe I'm going on the wall. Never mind. So on the wall right now, I have got Iberian swords, Iberian slingers, and Iberian swords. Celtic warriors charging in. Carrying axemen, man. Pain in the ass. 66 kills on them. Tribal slingers. And then look at this. Celtic warrior up on the wall. Armored Desert Hoplite's gonna move forward. We got a little frantic here. This middle area kind of just all of a sudden was like, and it's gone. So we're trying to rush things forward. We were talking about falling back, but then we kind of were like, no, we're going to keep in it. It was a fiasco. Veteran Shield Warriors have gone in. Then it looked like another Armored Desert Hoplite was going to move up, but I guess not. Now I'm readjusting. Once again, I want to get some javelins in here, but the Desert Legionary going to charge me. So I countercharge him. Desert Legionary, 87 kills, well done there. 16 on the Veteran Shield, but the Veteran Shield is a fresher unit. Eastern Scorpion, 26 kills. Here we go, look at this. Armored Shotels, Chosen Swords, Armored Shotels. Now the reinforcements have arrived and we can really re-get in this fight here, reinitiate. 42 kills on the Veteran Shields, but up to 121 now in the Desert Legionaries. Iberian Sword up on the wall just got nuked. The Desert Legionary tried pulling out or something. I'm not sure what was going on there. Another Veteran Shield Warrior up here. Now on the far side, you can actually see Masacely has pushed forward. So we've got Numidian Light Infantry and a Thorax behind. But then a depleted Armored Desert Hoplite moving along the walls. Gained a little bit of ground back in the alleyway. Armored Shotel Warriors, 137 kills. Tribal Warriors, only 77. I think that's a win. You know what I mean? If Tribal Warriors only getting 70 kills with 53 men left in it, I'll take that. Here we go, Tribals on the, or no, Galatian Warrior Guard? Is that right? No, okay, so Tribal Warriors on the wall, fighting against my Iberian swords on the wall. And then what I've been doing, I've been cycling my Veteran Shield Warriors out. One of them is tired, one of them is active. 36 kills and 118 kills. But they do have a good charge bonus at 30, so it is a good unit to continue moving if you possibly can. The burning houses of the city here. Looks like Armored Desert Hoplites actually leaving this area. Chosen Swords have gone down the center. Armored Shotels, 275 kills. Now we got our Verney's Celtic Warriors moving forward. Now for the attackers, Thorax Swords losing a little bit of ground here because you have a couple Thorax here, but Masacely and Tylus didn't have anything else over there. Now Nabatea actually going out of the breach, and the reason for that, he's trying to just chase these away. All he's trying to do is come out here and threaten those archers, and that makes the attackers have to run them away, thus meaning they're not firing at us, especially moi. Lusitani, if you have an ally with Lusitani, if you can provide archer cover, or if you can keep the archers off of them, do it. If you give Lusitani the ability to go in and fight, they, in most likeliness will win. So that is probably the best thing you can do. It's just, hey, you know, you're Lusitani, I'm Nabatea. Okay, I'm going to put my archers over with you, and I'm going to make sure that enemy archers stay away. You know what I mean? Here we go, another cycle. Now, both of these are a bit worn out, but the issue is, at the moment, we just don't have anything else to block this breach. So I don't really have much of the luxury of, you know, taking these 2 units and pulling them out for a little while. And if I remember correctly, I was using a lot of my second wins on the armored Shotel warriors from Kush. So that was the other issue, is I couldn't really refresh my unit because I was refreshing his more important units. So it just kind of turned into a little bit of fiasco here. So I've got 2 units that I really don't want to be fighting with, but at the moment I really don't have a whole lot of choice. You can see the massive push here coming from the attackers. A lot of Egypt, including a Glacial Royal Guard. And then you got Masacely set up behind as well. Now they hadn't sent anything down the Athalaway for a little while, but you can see Seleucid moving forward with the Thorax. The Thorax will beat the Kushite Slave. The question will be with the armored Desert Hoplites and the, you know, Kush will probably bring something over here as well. All right, Galatian Royal Guard, I believe, is now engaged. Such a good unit. Very, very good unit. Desert Legionary moving forward. Veteran Shield Warriors, 153 kills. And then the other one, 134. Got a fresh Veteran Shield up. Once again, going column formation, trying to use those jabbies if I can. Armored Shotels really getting shot up. 160 and 187. Ooh, this is a Silver Shield Swordsman. I just realized that. I love the red capes for the Silver Shields. The Archer Fire. They so badly wanted to get rid of these armored Shotels. How's the Glacial Royal Guard? 53 kills. Silver Shields, I just personally have never been a huge fan of them. I personally prefer the Royal Peltist over the Silver Shield. Oh, here we go. I forgot. So I had a Veteran Shield Warrior I had put on the wall here. Now, the Tribal Warrior that was up here came off and is this guy right here. So my Veteran Shield Warrior was free to walk down and do the exact same thing. So this unit is now surrounding a Thorax Sword and a Tribal Warrior. And now they're broken. Now what this is going to allow me to do is turn and charge into the backs of the Desert Legionaries, the Galatian Royal Guard, so on and so forth. Look at that, it just freed up all these units to push forward. I'm not sure why I pulled these guys out, but I think Royal wanted me to pull those out so he could throw his Chosens in. And then now I'm switching out with this one. Galatian Royal Guard pulling out of this combat, and honestly, I think it's a smart idea. He was getting a little overwhelmed there by a lot of units, and that is a very good unit to just leave there to die. So I think that was a good move by him, pulling that unit away. Now we also have a Tribal Warrior coming in, and they can take that spot. Much cheaper unit that can tank a lot. Then there we go, we're back to column formation. Once again, seeing if we can throw into the flanks of anything. Where is this unit? What the hell? Was that? Must be, oh, okay, it's this one. I was like, what the hell's happening? On the far right, we actually have a lot of, well, not a lot, but we have fighting up on the walls. Got Numidian light infantry taking on Kushite slaves. Then down here we've got Thorax swords taking on an armored desert hoplite. Combat even on them. Got one of my Lusitani nobles over here. So I have two. I've got this one here, and then my general is a Lusitani noble. The rest of it, majority is veteran shield warriors. I think I had 7 veteran shield warriors and like 4 Iberians or something. Iberians are really good because they have 5 ammunition on their javelins, so that's something you want to make sure that you're making use of, is that 5 ammunition. Most infantry only has 2 ammo. So I believe, like, the veteran shield warriors, I believe, have 2. Chosen swords have 2. The ones that have 5 are going to be like thorough spears, carrying axemen, Iberian swords, things like that. Nice Javi usage from the Chosens here. The thing about Rome is it is a lot easier to use your javelins as the defender than it is as the attacker. The attacker has to be very, very proactive in where he puts his javelins, how he sets up, things like that. The defender has a lot more of the luxury of being able to set up in one place, turn on fire at will, and throw their javelins. They have a little bit more advantage there. So that is kind of the tough thing about the attackers. I feel it's a little harder to make to get the full usage of your javelins. Oh, right in the back of the chosen swords. Oh no. Hillman, and I think the Hillman and the Glacier Royal Guard threw their javelins there. So we're in a very bad spot at the moment. So I've got a couple units here, and then you got the Chosens from Arverni there, but they just broke, and there is nothing here. The Kushite slaves, I believe, are out of ammo, so they have got a opening into the city now. Well, into the plaza. This will allow them to get a foothold, and then that allows them to filter more units in, and honestly, that's not good for us. One of the big advantages the defenders get is just the ability to quickly reinforce your units. So giving the attackers the same benefit sucks. You don't always want to do that. Here we go, my general going into combat. Gonna rip up these Numidian light infantry and the Glacier Royal Guard. Glacier Royal Guard is a very good unit, but this one is very injured as well. You can see I've got a couple units still holding out here. 152, 231. But here we go, another veteran shield warrior moving up. So I've got a couple options. I could come here and plug. I could go here. But I could also go right there and finish off this Glacier Royal Guard with a flank. Glacier Royal Guard, 173 kills. Javelin volley right into its back. So Lusitani nobles on one side, veteran shield warriors on the other. But I have to break this quickly, because if I don't, it's going to allow them to do the exact same thing to me. So Dave, you proud bastard, throwing those Kushite archers to try and slow down the unit. Now I'm going to countercharge with the veteran shield warrior because the Glacier Royal Guard is broken. This also allows me, if I want to, I can pull my general away, and this unit can take the defense from here. But then our next issue is now they can push down this street. So now we have to guard this as well. You can see the battle for this area has been vicious. The Chosen Swords now taking over in this area. Arverni filtering his troops over to this side. Silver Shield Swordsman over here as well. On the right, I brought my slingers over here to assist with some of the range from Seleucid. What we did, this is a little bit past, but Nabatea had his archer set up here, shooting over here. So I brought my slinger here so that he could bring his Nabatean archers over here and get shots like that while I shot with my slingers. Because obviously I can't do that with my slingers. Veteran shields. This might be bad for me. Got a Javi toss it in the back there. But going to switch out veteran shield and Lusitani noble. But Masacely says, I don't want any of that. I'm running away. I actually have a small Thracian warrior left here. Gallo Thracian infantry coming in. Over here, just nothing really happening. But we need to be careful because Basicely's Gen moving over here and there's nothing guarding the gap. We have all of our archers, Chosen Swords, and Celtic's going to come and try and stop that. Clerics says they're firing. They should be firing, but I don't see them firing.
Get out!
Nabatea and Kush actually pushing back here against the defenders. Look at this. Nabatea's general going to come over there too. Now here's a big issue. Galatian Royal Guard against Chosens, and now my Lusitani Noble's going to go in. Now this area I can speak because I remember this. This got a little dicey. Honestly, this whole game got really dicey. It got very, very... man, talk about a close game. That's all I've got to say. You'll see at the end how it goes, but man, there was one point where this whole game was just way up in the air. I'm not going to tell you who wins or loses, but man, whew, it definitely got really dicey. Silver Shield, Persian Light, another Silver Shield. Lusitani Nobles, I pulled out there.
Get running!
Veteran Shield still fighting 178. Now going to switch out with the Lusitani Noble. Noble at 120. Nothing quite yet pushing over here. There is a Chosen Sword still engaging this, so you can see the Tribal going to surround that and finish it off. Headhunt, Battle Rhythm. At the moment, no real archers shooting my Lusitani Nobles, so I'm going to put them in and use them. Here we go. Look at this. Now Oathsworn General for our Verney moving up. Veteran Shield Warriors moving this way. Now, the troops that Nabatea and Kush put out here have been eliminated. So, Seleucid at the moment has a really good opportunity here. Look at this. Nabatean Heavy, Nabatean Heavy, Nabatean Heavy, Iberian Slinger. Nabatean General. Where's the infantry? Here's the infantry. One unit. One unit to rule them all. Got Chosen that pushed down this way, just taking on a couple of hillmen. Really, honestly, just gonna get some kills. That's all they're doing. Now, I ended up sending my Veteran Shield in because I wanted to get my general out of that combat. No sense in, wasting away a unit, especially your general unit. Look at that. Our Verney actually has an angle right over into the backs of Masacely and Tylus here. 110 on the Desert Cohort. How's the Chosen Sword doing? 128. And then you got a Oathsworn here. Galatian Royal Guard. Javies, but he went into his attacking Testudo. Now over here, got the Lusitani Nobles engaged against Oathsworn. Now, unfortunately, what's going on here, I told you it got dicey in this area. While I was, over here doing stuff or over here doing stuff, what Tylus was doing was cycling stuff out and getting charges into my Lusitani Nobles while I wasn't able to get charges into him. And just really doing excellent damage against me. It was really painful to turn around and just, have no unit left. Here we go, Nabatea's general getting a charge over. But it looks like the Silver Shield got set up in time. My Veteran Shield Warriors going up against Silver Shields here as well. Look at that, 228 kills on those Silver Shields. Lusitani, or the Iberian Slingers, excuse me. Shooting over, looks like, I think at the general. 33 kills. 94 on Cush's general. Look at that. Once again, was looking somewhere else, and here it is. Javies and a charge. The Stein Nobles have a 32 charge bonus, so it would have been really good to get that counter charge. What's the Oathsworn? 35, but still, you don't really want to be sitting still for that. If you're sitting still, you're not getting your own charge bonus to counter their charge bonus. Oathsworn surrounded, but Iberian Sword moving forward, hopefully to help out here. Gonna surround that Desert Legionary and get rid of it. Carrying Axeman still throwing his javelins. But the Oathsworn General for Arverni doing pretty well, 66 kills, 72 on the Desert Cohort. Carrying Axeman 53, 12. 39 on the Galathracians. The Sacely's General coming over here. He's depleted. And then the Silver Shield Swordsman General moving over. Nabatia's General. Oh, got him moving. Nice charge. Then I think Cush's archers were shooting over there as well. My General gonna jabby the Sacely unit. So what ended up happening is this unit, these are just archers archers in a small Kushite slave infantry holding back this whole area. So since Arverni was engaged here, I took my general and brought it around, and I'm going to throw it into this fight. Veteran Shield Warriors, 88 kills, single chevron. That means that they have been killing high quality units. The Silver Shield Swordsman General, 113 kills, 47 men left. I'm pretty sure the general might be dead. I guess not. What about Nabatea? Is Nabatea's general alive at this point? Well, it doesn't really matter. He has no units left, so it's really, Kush has a little bit, but it's really just Arverni and me that's really kind of at the end here. Kush and Nabatea really taking on the early fight. But look at this. My slingers were shooting right into the backs of Galatian Royal Guard that were sitting over here earlier. Oh, it was beautiful. Beautiful. This Hillman's going to disappear. Oathsworn against Hillman. Come on. My general now engaged. 255 kills, double chevron, 102 men left. And my veteran, wait, where did this one? So I've got a veteran shield warrior engaged here, taking on Celtic warriors, but we've got an Oathsworn coming around too. Silver Shield Swordsman, 310 kills, very, very well done. 149, 123, 78. All right, so this is now done with. That is going to free up my small, but still, useful veteran shield warrior is going to be able to come over and assist here. And look at the counter push. So you got the Oathsworn, Iberian Sword, Oathsworn, Slingers and Archers moving up. I don't think Arverni ever got a chance to use that Scorpion. Just saying. Oathsworn going to go engage that. 300 kills now. Now the Oathsworn from Tylus was able to sneak around and get over here, but luckily my veteran shield warrior was, just kind of returning and getting, was able to get a charge on that. Nabatea also charging it in the back. Headhunt, actually a good call. The charge from the rear by the Nabatean general really hurt the morale, so popping that headhunt bumps up that morale for the unit and keeps them in the fight. Ooh, losing my Iberian Sword, 130 kills. Oathsworn, 273. What about the general? 230. Archers, look at that. Jeez, 223, 191. Whew, 251 on the Iberian slingers. 134, 129, 167. So it looks like Egypt was able to get really good use of his archers as well. Lusitani Noble going to break the carrying axeman. And now double teamed by the veteran shield warriors against the Oathsworn. Or wait, no, the Celtic warrior, sorry. 87 and 142. But look at this. Oh no, 196, excuse me. 196 triple chevron. It's because all of those kills were Oathsworn and Silver Shield Swordsman. I will take that any day as Lusitani. 196 with triple chevrons. That is great value. Well, it's it. All right, let's look at some kills here. So first off, we got Nabatea really taking the brunt of the initial fight here. Maybe it'll give me. There we go. 107 on the Eastern Scorpion. Most of his archers actually didn't do too great, but 250 on the last one here. Armor Desert Hoplites, look at that, 139, 158, 139. So pretty well there. 170 on Nabatean Axe Warrior. Then we got Not So Royal as Arverni with 2,097 kills. Look at the Oathsworn, 344 and 285. And Archers doing very, very well. His Chosens, really, he didn't get a great, it's more than so he was going up against Tribals and Desert Legionaries. The Chosens, unfortunately, did not perform very well against those units. But look at that, 161 with double chevrons. Dave the Vassal as Kush with 2,568 kills. 155, 129, 148 on the Archers. 305, 286, 291, 239. The Armored Showtail's doing very, very well. Then finally, in second place on kills, myself as Lusitani, 2,392 kills. Double Chevron 373. This is the one, once again, I just unfortunately did not get great numbers on that. Definitely could have done better there. Slinger, 29 kills. I think I had plenty of ammo on that one too. 255. These two, unfortunately, did not do great. Once again, probably could have done a lot better with those two. Now, the Veteran Shield Warriors, 199, 262, 192. Really, really well. Very, very good units there. And luckily, I was able to kind of alleviate some of the fire of the archers and not die immediately. Now, for the attackers, we've got Armored Scarab, 2,012 kills as Seleucid. His archers, so a couple doing pretty good. A couple probably could have had a little bit better there. 130 on the Silver Shield, 313, 241 on the Thorax. So really well done there. Axe Minister as Egypt, 1,568 kills. Brought a lot of Glacier Road Guard, but unfortunately, I think they just got mobbed. His archers did very well, though. Now, Billy Blazes as Tylus, 2,146 kills. Oathsworn, 234. 138 on a Celtic Warrior. Tribals, 227, 163. Now, finally, Mexi as Masasli with 1,886 kills. His infantry did decent. 169 on the Heavy Numidian Skirmisher, 129 on the Slinger, 123 on Numidian Light's pretty good. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time.